Hey, you're watching 3 Dudes That Game, and to the left of me is... And to the right... And this is a review of the video game Vanquish. Ooh, like it came up at the same time I said it.
Ooh, let's sign in.
This is kind of a retro review of Vanquish. I beat the game. Leram504 beat the game. Constantly4 watched me play it, and this is the first time that Cam was watching it, I think, right? This is the first time. Okay, a little insight on the game. It is yes. It is a third-person cover-based shooter.
Or it's English for you to see what he's talking about.
Yes. It's basically bullet hell, as they put it. If you read about the game, it's kind of like
it's just the letter C.
Yeah, yes.
Which stands for cunt.
Which, oh my god.
Which is what you are.
Which is not what this game is. It's not a C and it's not a cunt. It is an A+. I picked up this game at the clearance section of Target for $14.98.
So you're trying to say C as in a grade?
Yes. There's a lot of C's.
So you gave it a C?
Yeah. No, I'm giving it an A.
Hey, you gotta make up your mind.
Come on, guys. Okay, the game, after the good buddies are bugging me, the game is actually directed by Shinji. They just high-fived.
Benji Davis.
Oh, no.
No?
Not Benji Davis. Shinji Mikami. I'm probably mispronouncing it.
Magwagwa.
No!
That's not it?
Anyhow, Shinji Mikami directed and created the Resident Evil series. Not all of them, but he directed the Part 1 and Part 4. And he has been involved in games like Killer 7 and No More Heroes and Shadows of the Dam that's recently coming out. This game, if you had to compare it to anything, I mean, if you're watching it, it feels like a 3D Contra. All it is you shoot, you move.
Now, I've never actually played it, but it looks fun as hell.
It's fun as hell to play. And
do you have limited ammo?
Yes, which makes it even more intense. The best part about the game is you see how it slows down. It's you basically a little bit about the story. You play Sam Gideon, who's a DARPA scientist who built this suit, and he's a really cool, tough guy. And he's working for a group of Marines because Russian terrorists have attacked this space colony, and you're trying out this one-of-a-kind suit in hopes of helping the resistance fight them back. And the suit basically is like a high-functioning suit that like reacts to everything. When you're about to die, it increases all your speed.
It's like the suit in the G.I. Joe movie, just
but
not
cooler.
gay.
Right, not gay. This is only Act 1. And it's incredible looking, and the game never has hesitation. I don't think I had one frame rate drop throughout the entire game. That's Burns, your sidekick, and it's the adventure of you guys trying to, you know, save the world, quote unquote. I played it on hard. I actually recommended playing on hard when you first start because it actually has tons of replay value. I think I added like 3 hours because of all the deaths. But if you see the game, the reason we're doing the retro review of it is pick it up. It's only $19.99 at GameStop now. And it's if you have a Target, it's like $14.98 brand new. So I mean, was the game worth $65? If you're a huge action game fan, I think it was. But I was too skeptical. I'm very skeptical. I mean, are you guys very skeptical of new games that just come out?
I'm skeptical of spending $60 on anything I don't know about.
Yeah, Leram does know games cost $60. He just likes to throw in tax.
Yeah, it always just $59.99.
Don't be confused.
Yeah, so I just threw the tax.
We know his math skills aren't really that great, but in this point, he is actually.
Well, I'm half Hispanic,
correct.
so that kind of messes up my Asian side for knowing the math.
That's racist.
I know, but
Wait,
I'm saying it.
You're half Asian, half Hispanic?
Yes. We've mixed with Irish and French too.
So you're all gay.
Yeah, I'm not all gay. Anyhow, the game has upgradable weapons, which is really rad. And I tried.
Yeah, right after I said that.
I tried to upgrade all the guns, and I couldn't. So it's actually a really cool upgrade system. That's the end of Act 1, Part 1.
They don't need to know that.
Okay.
Continue to
I'm playing this actually in full real time, which is really cool. The game has the graphics and like stuff like this is not the greatest, but the way the game really shines is the action. It never stops. You can see bullets and shrapnel and missiles going by.
I don't know. The graphics look just as good as Duke Nukem.
I think better.
Well,
yeah, but it was Duke Nukem. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it had to be said like that.
But Duke Nukem did have really awesome graphics. But you'll actually really like Sam, the main character. He's kind of like a Chris Redfield, but not. He's like...
It looks like a very fast-paced game.
It is, and that's what's kind of fun about it. It's kind of different. And, yeah, it's like, it's so fun. And what's cool is that, believe it or not, it doesn't get repetitive. They will start throwing different types of enemies and different types of situations, and there's a lot of vehicle scenes where you're on like a pod. What am I doing here?
You're pausing?
Yeah, you're on a pod, and the pod is controlled to your aim.
Oh.
I'm gonna get you guys in your guys' review. That's when you do a little melee attack.
E.
A.
D.
Equals.
E.
Donut.
Dick.
Anyhow, If you were tempted on getting a good action game that is challenging, I say 100% pick up Vanquish. I say buy it. I don't think this is a rental. At the price it's at now,
for $20, I mean.
Oh my God, everyone should own the game. I mean, look at it. I mean,
I might go buy it after seeing it right now.
Oh, it's a great game, and the coolest part about the game is, like I said,
he won't because he's cheap.
The sniper rifles. Oh,
damn it!
They're always picking on each other. The sniper rifles are great in the game. Like I mean, look at the slow. I mean, that never gets boring. What are you doing? Bugging me again. I think it's like Dead Space 2. I think now at the price it's at, it's a guaranteed buy. I did some research on the game. It sold about 890,000 copies, which is very successful for its budget. But it's that it won awards for the best game no one played. Yeah, you can actually flick cigarettes, Sam's cigarettes out, so the robots look at that as a heat signature, and then that distracts them for you to get out and shoot them. The game's got a variety of weapons. It's got at least 10 weapons. Heavy weapons,
I like that grenade
rifles,
you just threw.
The one
like
that shocks them.
EMP,
Yeah, it's EMP grenade. This is nothing compared to how big the game gets, and it only keeps upping up the ante. And what?
Upping up.
Oh yeah, upping the ante.
Upping up the ante.
Yeah, well, Vanquish requires it's crazy. It's like nuts.
One step above.
I think if Contra could, I think Contra could learn something from Vanquish because it's so simple, but it's like non-repetitive. It works. That's perfect. It doesn't. For shooting as much as you do in this game, I never from beginning to end felt like, God, I'm doing the same thing over and over.
So what do you have, like a shield in this?
No, you actually get rewarded for not using cover at the end of every match. So it actually wants you to engage the enemy using the suit. I use cover because I'm not that great at the game. I think at the end of the game it tells you how much cover you use. I use 25% of the time. There are players that probably have never used cover playing the game. And you actually don't need to use it. If you look at the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little bar. And if it goes all the way down, you have to recharge. So the objective of the game is to try to keep using without having it go all the way down. Because when you do it all the way down, you actually lose your ability to do the assisted shooting like that. And, you know, the slow motion and the speed. You're going to really need it in boss fights.
Can you upgrade?
No, but there are a lot of cool cues in the storyline where Sam will ask to endanger his life in order to increase the ability of the suit. So it's actually, I'm going to be honest, I think most science fiction shooters are not that good. Like the ones that are third person, they're usually like not very cool games. But this is actually a great game like Dead Space 2. But if you are a fan of any cover-based shooters like Resident Evil 5 or Uncharted, I think this game is great. It's just...
It reminds me of Uncharted, the way you take your cover and everything.
Yeah, it reminds me of Resident Evil 5 because it came from the guy that... I mean, think about it. When Resident Evil 4 came out, everyone started copying that mechanic. You know?
See, it doesn't remind me of Resident Evil 5 because I can see you clearly moving while you're shooting.
Yeah.
Right. You can move when you shoot.
That was annoying as hell.
You couldn't. You had to stay still when you shot.
I don't know, but I love standing still when zombies are running after me.
Yeah, exactly.
What,
but,
you know?
No.
Technically zombies.
But
I don't know what they were.
Like zombies with
I'm
AIDS.
thinking
that African zombies.
These guys are so cool.
Is that why they had AIDS? Man, you're racist.
This is like basically like these Megatron walking characters that are so cool, and they put more and more of them in the game. They can do different things, and everything you're seeing here is by no regards the biggest and baddest enemies in the game. There's even assassin robots that are really, really cool that kind of remind you of movies like... Oh, let's mention this. Kotz only played it for a little bit, but didn't you notice...
finish your damn...
I know, but didn't you notice that the game had a lot of homages and love songs to Terminator, Starship Troopers...
Yes, actually, we cut the beginning cutscene out.
I died.
Because...
That's your villain of the game.
Yeah, because we didn't want to show... the long-ass cutscene.
Yeah,
it was like 5 minutes.
It has a lot of production value, but
they say a lot of things from Starship Troopers, Terminator.
Yeah, but it's good. It's fun. It's an action game. It actually, if you beat the game, it kind of leaves the game out at a cliffhanger. It's rewarding, but you feel like there's supposed to be a sequel in the works. And I think the game might not have sold enough. I hope they get a sequel. You know?
It would have been an awesome storyline. Starship Troopers.
That would be. I don't know why they haven't made a game of that.
Make that with the storyline from that movie. Oh.
Which movie?
Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah, why don't they make that game? I don't understand.
What am I talking about?
Let me try to think of anything negative. The only negative I can see of the game, it is a little short, but I think it's the perfect length for the type of game it is. You'd be burnt out.
How many hours?
Oh, I played on hard. It took me 10 hours. That's perfect length for an action game.
Did it only take you 10 hours because you died so much?
No, I only have maybe 2 spots in the game where I died repeatedly. What my problem with the game is that I think the reason that it didn't do well, which I read on some forums to try to figure out why I didn't play this game when it first came out, so many of the reviews gave it like 8.5s and 9s, but they all said the problem with the game was length. But, you know, honestly, it's not always about length, because some games are not supposed to be like Fallout 3. Sometimes it's about girth,
Not
right,
what
guys?
she said.
Sometimes it's about girth. and this game has a lot of girth. What? What? I'm sorry.
Not even saying anything.
Anyhow, positives of Vanquish: fun,
that
exciting.
was a penis reference. Sorry.
Oh my god, fun, exciting, fast-paced, tons of weapons.
Multiplayer?
No multiplayer, unfortunately. Which I think this could have been. No, you said something good. I don't think a multiplayer would have been good. I think a co-op would have been good.
Yeah.
Where you could play the entire. So Vanquish 2, I think, should be 2-player.
I think every game should have a
Unability-
2-player
yeah.
campaign
Yes.
mode.
I agree. This is where we're going to. I think you're going to see a little bit of the original boss fight. We're not going to show you everything because it's an extravagant fight and it ends really cool. It's a really good way to like show you what the game's capable of.
And you said this is one of the smaller bosses.
Oh, it's one of the
right?
small. It's the smallest boss in the game.
But I seriously, back to the co-op, I seriously don't think any game could not write in a storyline for 2 people.
Yeah, why not? Just add another guy.
How hard is it?
No, it's not hard at all.
Somebody has a friend. Oh, new storyline.
I think it's Bob.
Bob, the
grab a
the
gun.
guy with
I
the
mean,
same,
seriously.
the same armor as you, just with red on it or something.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I made 2
careful.
suits. Oh, crazy.
Exactly. And yeah, that's a good
You
point.
could play as that guy, Gunn. Who you said it's his
Yeah.
teammate anyway.
Yeah. Robert or Burns. Yeah, he should be.
Wait,
your
is it
teammate.
Robert or is it?
Yeah,
Burns?
Robert Burns. Robert Burns. If you were a fan at all of Shinji Mikami games, I can't imagine you not getting. Especially, I've heard that this might have been one of his last games. So, 100%. Yeah, boo. He should be making way more games. It's got tons of turret scenes, and like I said, the best part of the game, from beginning to end, it doesn't get repetitive.
It looks like they throw a good bit of enemies at you too.
Tons. You never feel. The best part is that they space out the fights. You never feel like, God, I just finished a big fight. They'll give you literally, just to the second amount of breathing room to where you never go, should I be fighting now? Like, you never. It's like really well paced out.
And you said they switch up the enemy type?
Oh yeah, all the time. Some of
Because
them
that
are
gets, in these kind of games, gets very old very
like
quickly.
these red robots. They have variations of them way later in the game, and they become. Some of them are like kamikaze ones. They'll come to find you to blow themselves up on you. Some of them are very fast paced and more difficult. And it's not just their difficulty; they play different. It's really cool. But,
warning.
Yeah, here comes the first boss. He's kind of tunneling through the system, and the game has a very everything's on the line, and we don't have enough time feel to the game. It's kind of like the game plays the whole entire third act, of a movie.
Keep on moving.
Keep on moving. But it's really different and kind of fresh pace to a lot of first-person shooters that are coming out. I think it's a really great buy. Especially for $20 now, I don't rent it.
And here is the smallest boss in the game.
It's the smallest boss in the game, and I'm not kidding. I didn't have a frame rate. I played my version on PlayStation 3. It's probably just as good on Xbox 360. I think it was originally created for the PlayStation 3 system and then ported over, but I didn't have any problems with hesitation, and the load times, there's non-existent almost. Yeah, I mean,
It's just cool seeing how big this damn boss is.
yeah, and this is one of the little ones. And here's the cool thing: I'm not trying to like give anything away, but you're not just gonna fight one at one time at one point. So I mean, just think about how incredible it gets. And the bosses are very clever. It's not just shoot them. We're not gonna show you beating it, but 100% pick up Vanquish. It's a great game, and hope you enjoy it.
It looks like it's definitely worth a buy just for 20.
Yeah,
I think I might go buy it.
yeah, it's a great.
So
game.
there you go,
Morel
guys.
eats a dick.
Later, guys. Bye, Vanquish.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to 3 Dudes That Game.
Your source for all that is gaming.
And bad fart jokes.
Well, they're not all bad.